Hello and welcome to a humble Highland home. Thank you so much for joining us here today as we work on a joint project which has come up our list of priorities. We had become increasingly concerned about the size of one of our trees and the way it leans over the house. Now most of the branches and foliage of the tree is at this side as it reaches for the sun, which it doesn't get much of at the other side, so all the weight is closest to the house and the overhead cable. Due to the sheer height of this tree and all the other risk factors of it being next to the burn that runs through the property, the overhead cables, the house and the risk of it potentially blocking the road if it fell, we decided to enlist the services of our local and professional tree surgeons. We are great advocates of doing what we can with what we have, and we live by this every day. However, we also know when it's time to get in the professionals to do the jobs that we either can't do or is time or financially more efficient to do so, and this is the time to do such a thing. I am just in awe watching these guys at work, climbing up the tree with the spikes on their feet and safety gear on, trimming the branches off as they go up, then taking the tree down in sections in a controlled manner. These guys are so passionate about what they do and have got an immense amount of knowledge and skills to know how to do all this safely and very tidily. It really is superb teamwork, with one guy being up the tree and two guys on the ground supporting, guiding and tidying anything that comes down. The agreement was for the tree surgeons to fell the tree and to cut it up into pieces, and we would then clear them. Now that the tree surgeons have finished, we've got two piles in the driveway waiting to be cleared. Adam will be using our chainsaw and axe to chop up the main tree trunk and the larger branches, which will then be stored in the new log store to season for 3 years before becoming firewood. This is the base of the tree, which will gradually just rot down and feed the soil below. Daylight is an absolute premium at the moment, and clearing and storing the logs is an absolute priority, so we're up early to get going again. As Adam chops up the firewood, I will be putting the smaller branches and foliage through the chipper, and this will be bagged up and eventually returned to the ground via the compost or added to the pathways or used as a garden mulch. Even the wood ash from the burnt wood will eventually go back into the garden, so nothing goes to waste. Clearing this pile of foliage and branches is going to take quite some time, so we will put a covering of tarp over the top of it and we'll work on it as and when we can, as we still have other things to be doing before winter sets in. I'm going to keep working away here whilst we have the daylight. So until next time, thank you so much for watching. take care of yourself and others, and I'll see you in the next video.